Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for PSY-45 Research Methods for Saturday, August 5th. And this is our first weekend check-in video. It's actually kind of a pre-course check-in video. I'll be doing these every Saturday, so do keep an eye out for them there. I do tend to just like to go over a few reminders and clarifications, anything I think you need to know to help you stay on top of things in the course. And so let's get started for this one here. My name's Dr. Sullivan. Obviously, I'm your instructor. I'm sure a lot of you have already figured that out. But I just want to point out a few things before we get started with our course officially next week. One reminder here, make sure you do watch that welcome video that I post in the Start Here module on our Canvas course page. It'll really help you get acquainted with the course page and what you need to do and where you're going to find things. I have screenshots and etc., where I have voiceovers and narration, etc., there where I kind of show and tell you what to do and where to find things, so do check that out. And also in a announcement there on Canvas that I posted recently, there is an orientation video, as I call it, which is very helpful because this again has screenshots along with narration where I show and tell you where to do things and find things. But this is regarding the actual course units. The units are where you're actually going to find all the assignments, the stuff you have to do to turn in for credit for the course. And so it's a really helpful video to kind of watch that. They're only about 10 minutes each of those videos, so they'll really make you feel more comfortable, and you'll see exactly what you have to do and where to find things, including especially due dates. In an online course, that's like really important to know where to find that stuff, so I make that really easy for you, so do take advantage of those resource videos that I posted there for you. Next up here, per an announcement earlier this week, we do have our first Zoom live session this coming Tuesday at 11 a.m. They'll always be on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. I normally do them on Mondays, but I'm going to be in class most of the time on Mondays, so I can't do them on Mondays this semester, but I will see you there on Tuesday. As it said in an announcement, these Zoom meetings are not required. They will be recorded, and normally what I'm going to do is basically just use them as open office hours. If anybody has any questions or concerns, you can just drop by and get a live version of me to ask your questions. Otherwise, what I'm going to be doing there is just going over some clarifications, reminders. I'll always do a bit of a recording, usually about 5-10 minutes, just like I'm doing right now, just things I think you need to know to stay on top of things for the course, so do keep that in mind. But in this very first session, I am going to spend a bit more time than I normally would being structured about things. I'm going to go over the course syllabus. I'm going to take you on a tour of the Canvas course page and kind of answer any questions anybody may have. Give you a quick tour of MindTap there as well. So it will be a bit structured and longer than usual. I'm going to probably use the full hour to go over those things, but I will be available to answer any questions you might have too. So please come if you can. But again, it's not required. You don't need to show up. I will record the whole thing if you want to watch that. So do keep an eye out for that after the meeting Tuesday at 11. What's up here now? Next up is that I will be posting these weekend check-in videos every Saturday, as I said earlier when I started this out today, so do keep an eye out for those. They're usually around 5 minutes or so at the most. I just quickly go over some reminders, etc., to help you stay on top of things, so please do watch those. It'll make your life easier, especially if you're taking multiple online courses. It's just a real quick way to check in and make sure you're not missing anything like really important in the course, so I would highly recommend that you do that. Next up here, just a reminder, per which you found in the Start Here module on Canvas, and also a recent announcement, there is a short survey you need to fill out at the very bottom of that Start Here module. It's due this coming Wednesday, August 9th by 11:59 p.m. It's going to take you less than a minute, literally, to answer that survey. I just have to have some official way to know you're alive and kicking and plan to participate in the course, so I have this little survey that everybody has to turn in if you want to tell me that you're going to be active in the course. So please make sure you submit it by that time so you don't miss out on that. So next up here, just make sure you take a look at the syllabus. You'll find a copy of it there in the Start Here module on our Canvas course page. Read it carefully there. The syllabus basically represents a contract, and you know how contracts work. They tend to be mutually binding things. This is a set of rules that bind me to you, so I can't change things in the syllabus once you've already got your hands on it there, so to speak. So I can't say I'm going to have 10 exams instead of the 5 I've already got scheduled there, so I have to kind of stick with the game plan as outlined in the syllabus, including how I'm going to grade things. But as it binds me to all of you, the reverse is true too. It's a mutually binding thing, so these are a set of rules that bind all of you to me, so you have to follow those rules. And if you agree to stay enrolled in the course, you're agreeing to follow those rules. And so there's some important things on there, so please make sure that you review it carefully. If you got any questions, I'll be glad to answer those for you on Tuesday. Next up here is definitely feel free to explore everything you can right now on the Canvas course page. You're not going to break anything by checking things out. I can see a lot of you have already been busy looking around, which is great because I can see where you've been and where you haven't been. In case you didn't know that, it's like Big Brother, so do keep that in mind. And our official Unit 1 opens up this coming Monday. And so you won't be able to get to any of the discussions or quizzes or any of the mind tap assignments or any of that stuff you got to turn in for points until the semester officially begins on Monday. And once it's open, of course, you can work ahead as much as you feel like you want to do. You can knock out your quizzes, knock out your discussions, knock out your mind taps, whatever you want to do. All that's available for you starting Monday there. And what was I going to say here? Hold on just a second. Sorry about that, I lost my train of thought. But one other thing here too, there's nothing due the first week of our semester that you have to turn in for course credit. The only thing you got to turn in this week, if you haven't done it already, is that short survey you'll find there in the Start Here module. That's not for any credit in the course, but I need you to fill it out and submit it. Again, it takes less than a minute just so I know you're going to be in the course and be participating there. So nothing's officially due until the following week there. So just so you can see that, if you watch the welcome video and you watch that orientation video in the announcements, I show you exactly where to find all the assignments and all their due dates and all their due times. And so make it easy on yourself and watch those videos, and you'll feel a lot better about how you're going to find things in the course, and you won't feel overwhelmed about that. So I know I'm repeating myself, but in an online course, repetition does help. You should be surprised how many folks don't read some things that I put up there plainly available. So all right, that's everything I wanted to say for right now. If you need anything in the meantime, reach out via email on Canvas and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, good luck when the course opens up next Monday there. And I will see you here next weekend, and I'll see you in those lecture videos when you watch those. So take care until then. All right, bye-bye.